The mysterious old woman changed her life forever. An African inspirational story. In the heart of a bustling African marketplace, Zola, a young woman known for her determination and ambition, was weaving through the crowd. She was a dreamer, but life had dealt her difficult cards. A vendor's daughter by birth, Zola spent her days helping her parents sell fruits under the blazing sun, saving every coin to pursue her education. One afternoon, as the market buzzed with life, Zola noticed an old woman sitting under a baobab tree. The woman's weathered face carried a wisdom that seemed to transcend time, and her piercing eyes followed Zola's every move. Curious but wary, Zola hesitated. "Child," the woman called out, her voice soft yet commanding. "Come here." Zola approached cautiously. "Yes, Mama?" she asked, her tone respectful yet guarded. The woman smiled, revealing teeth stained from years of chewing cola nuts. "I see the fire in your eyes, but it is dimmed by the weight you carry. Take this," she said, handing Zola a small, intricately carved wooden box. "Open it only when the moon is full." Zola frowned, unsure whether to trust the stranger, but her curiosity got the better of her. She accepted the box and tucked it away, unsure of the journey it would take her on. Life continued, and Zola soon forgot about the mysterious box. Her days were consumed by endless chores and the relentless pursuit of her dream. At night, she stared at the ceiling of her modest home, wondering if she'd ever escape the cycle of poverty. When the next full moon arrived, Zola remembered the old woman's words. With trembling hands, she opened the box. Inside was a single seed and a note that read, "Plant this where the earth feels alive, and it will show you the path you seek." Skeptical but desperate, Zola ventured to a secluded hill where she often went to clear her mind. The soil felt warm beneath her fingers as she planted the seed and watered it with a mixture of hope and doubt. Days turned into weeks, and Zola almost gave up on the seed. But one morning, she found a magnificent flower blooming where she had planted it. The petals shimmered with an otherworldly glow, and its fragrance filled the air with an overwhelming sense of peace. As Zola touched the flower, a vision flooded her mind, a vision of herself as a confident, successful woman. It was as if the flower had unlocked a hidden strength within her. The old woman's voice echoed in her ears. "Believe in the greatness within you, and the world will align with your will." Chapter 4. Transformation. Empowered by the vision, Zola began to take bold steps toward her dreams. She applied for scholarships, networked with influential people in her community, and started a small business selling unique crafts inspired by her heritage. Her transformation did not go unnoticed. People in the village began to seek her advice, and her once struggling family found themselves thriving under her guidance. Chapter 5. The Return of the Old Woman. Years later, Zola, now a renowned entrepreneur and philanthropist, was hosting a community event to inspire young women. As she spoke passionately about resilience and self-belief, she spotted a familiar face in the crowd, the old woman from the market. The old woman smiled knowingly. "Child, the power was always within you. I merely showed you the key to unlock it." Chapter 6. Legacy. Zola never forgot the mysterious old woman or the magical flower that started her journey. She established a foundation to empower young girls, ensuring that they, too, could find their strength and pursue their dreams. On every full moon, Zola would return to the hill where she had planted the seed, the flower still blooming brightly, a reminder of how one act of faith and the guidance of a stranger had changed her life forever. Moral of the story: sometimes all it takes is a spark of belief and a guiding hand to transform your life. True strength lies within, waiting for the right moment to bloom. As the days passed, after Zola received the wooden box from the old woman, life in her village grew harder. The dry season lingered, and the crops her family depended on were wilting under the unforgiving sun. The market where they sold fruit was quieted. The night of the full moon arrived, casting its silver glow over the village, bathing the world in a soft, ethereal light. Zola sat on her bed, clutching the wooden box. Her heart raced with a mix of anticipation and fear. The memory of the old woman's cryptic warning still lingered in her mind. Open it only when the moon is full, and only if you are ready for the truth. Zola inhaled deeply, the air heavy with the scent of the night jasmine that grew outside her window. Slowly, she unlatched the box. As the lid creaked open, a brilliant light spilled out, illuminating the room. For a moment, Zola was blinded, shielding her eyes from the radiance. When she looked again, the contents of the box left her breathless. Inside was a delicate, hand-carved pendant in the shape of a crescent moon, glowing faintly as if it held the essence of the moonlight itself. Beneath the pendant was a rolled-up parchment. With trembling hands, Zola unrolled it, revealing a map that seemed to shift and shimmer under the light. It wasn't just a map of her village. It showed places she'd never seen before, vast cities, rivers that sparkled like diamonds, and mountains that seemed to touch the heavens. At the bottom of the map was an inscription: "Your journey begins with courage. Follow the light, and you will find your destiny." Zola felt tears prick her eyes. For so long, she had dreamed of escaping the confines of her small village, of pursuing a life where her potential could flourish. Was this the old woman's way of granting her that chance? The next morning, Zola shared her discovery with her parents. They were skeptical at first, fearing it might be a trick or a distraction from their already difficult lives. But when Zola showed them the pendant, it began to glow softly, casting a warmth that filled the room. Her father, a man of few words, nodded solemnly. "If this is the path you choose, Zola, we will support you." With her family's blessing, Zola prepared for her journey. The map guided her through forests and fields, over rivers and rugged terrain. Along the way, she met strangers who offered her food and shelter, drawn to the kindness and determination that radiated from her. The pendant seemed to act as a guide, glowing brighter when she strayed from the path and dimming when she was on the right track. Weeks turned into months, and Zola finally arrived at a grand city that seemed to pulse with life. The map led her to an old library at the heart of the city. Inside, she found a gathering of scholars, educators, and visionaries, people dedicated to helping others realize their potential. Among them was the old woman. Her once frail form now radiated strength, her eyes sparkling with pride as she saw Zola. "You've made it," the old woman said, her voice filled with warmth. "You've proven yourself ready to embrace your destiny." Zola learned that the old woman was part of a secret network dedicated to discovering and nurturing talent in those who came from the humblest beginnings. They believed that greatness could arise from anywhere, and Zola's determination had caught their attention. Over the years, Zola studied tirelessly, her passion for teaching reignited. She absorbed knowledge like a sponge and developed skills she never knew she had. The pendant remained her constant companion, a reminder of the faith and courage that had brought her so far. Eventually, Zola returned to her village, not as the girl who had once felt trapped, but as a woman who had conquered her fears and embraced her potential. She established a school, teaching children who, like her, had once felt the weight of their circumstances. Her parents watched with pride as their daughter transformed the village, bringing hope and opportunity to others. The old woman's gift had changed Zola's life, but it was Zola's courage and determination that had turned a chance into a legacy. Sometimes, life presents us with opportunities disguised as challenges. It takes courage, faith, and determination to follow the path to our destiny. When we embrace our potential, we not only change our lives, but also inspire those around us to do the same.